is somewhat forgotten in Europe.
Don't care of what people think, and the look is different from one people to another.
I have not noticed that, but I shall look out for that in the future now.
Really clean shoes.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Kathy Cat, and today we are going to go and ask foreigners about Japanese men. So what's the difference between Japanese boys and men compared to all those other countries that we met today? Let's go and ask foreigners in Japan. Japanese men, anything different from back home in Germany?
I really like the way everybody is so unbelievably polite towards you, because they are like arigatou gozaimasu. It's amazing. I'm really pleased also with the culture. Also, what I think is very cool is the prayer that people do, like going to the different shrines and then you throw your money in there and then you pray and then you clap your hands. It's very cool. I think it's some part of culture that I think is somewhat forgotten in Europe.
And the men, boys and men in Japan compared to back home in France, what's different? I'm going to start with you this time.
They are more free than boys in France. More liberate and more cool.
Right.
Yeah, more relaxed and also more, I think, funniest than the boys in France, because their looks are also more colorful and I don't know, it's different. But they're more than France guys. They're more than France guys.
They are maybe funnier, and they seems to be don't care of what people think, and the look is different from one people to another, and it's not so standardized as in France. It's quite different, but it's cool.
Yeah, and they're also very easygoing. When you start speaking to them, they're very friendly and they speak to you very easily. And it's, in general, Japanese people are very friendly. That's what we thought.
Good. I'm glad you've made loads of positive experiences here. How about Japanese men and boys? What is the difference to back home?
How clean their shoes are.
Right.
That is one thing I can't believe, how clean their shoes are.
Right.
On the train, again, I've only been here 2 days, but on the train I've never seen so many clean shoes.
I have not noticed that, but I shall look out for that in the future now.
Really clean shoes.
Always walking clothes, and in the subway always looks tired than China. I mean, in China, maybe people more casually actually. And when I'm in the subway, and maybe in the Tokyo station, there's always people wear walking clothes, and wherever China is more casual.
Oh, more casual. A little bit, so they live a bit more casually.
I have a host father actually, because I'm in a host family, and one day he was super hungry, bad mood and stuff, and he was so creepy. So now I'm thinking that Japanese men are like this, but it's not. But now I'm a little bit afraid. But that's okay. Some people are really good, and I don't know them so much. I know more the Japanese women than the men. So because of Kawaii fashion, there is more girls than boys. So
hopefully you make a good experience soon. How about you, Japanese men? What's your first impression?
My first impression was that they are kind of shy. Now I think they are really polite, because I got lost one time in the metro, in the subway, and a couple of Japanese guys helped me, and I was really grateful for that. And also one time I was looking for a store, and they also helped me, so I like them.
So you've had some positive experience.
Yeah, they're pretty friendly once you talk to them.
So what about men and boys? Looking around your Japanese men, Japanese boys, what's different to back home in Poland or in India?
they're very short and slim. Yes.
There's something that stood out for you?
But they look good. Yes, of course they look good.
Right.
They are good, and they are so helpful.
They're helpful.
Yeah.
Right. What happened? Did someone help you?
Yes, twice yesterday and today itself. When we are going to the Samurai Museum, they told me, and then he came back to guide us that it's over there.
Oh, that was so nice.
Yes, they're very helpful to show where to go, how to go. So they give advices. Yeah, even we don't need to ask for help. Just they come to us if we look lost. So they come to us and they ask if they can help us. So they're very, very friendly.
Oh, fantastic. How about Japanese men or boys? What's different to back home?
They're a lot shorter. But they're also a bit nicer as well, shyer.
They dress more nicely, and cool.
There's a very, very different fashion sense going around here, right?
Yes.
Those were already all our questions. Thank you so much. So, Japanese boys and men compared to boys and men in other countries. And we had a broad range of people telling us about that. What I could actually add to that is they're very, very fashionable, very, very stylish. Many are actually very skinny as well, very, very much skinnier than I see them in Germany. Also, obviously, a little bit smaller in tallness, which is not a bad thing. I actually like that. And to be honest, what I could maybe add to that is that they are a bit more shy than you'd see in other countries, and a bit less grrr. I feel like, especially in Western countries, there's always a big push towards being very manly and being very strong and stuff. And that's not so important here. It's actually being a good person and, to contribute to society, getting your rights straight. That kind of stuff seems to be more important. They're a bit different, what I can say. Yes, but what I find interesting is in comparison, we have, in the Western society, we have lots of young men dating quite a lot of people and then always panicking and going like, oh no, I don't, want to, confirm to that relationship and stuff like that. While I feel in Japan, it's more people try to date less people than they maybe would in the Western world and try to actually marry earlier without panicking away. So it's a couple of things that I've seen are a little bit different, but that's culture-wise. And again, every person you meet is different. So who you meet might be a very, very different person again, and all of this doesn't count. So how about you? Compare Japanese men, from what you've heard, to men in your country. What do you see is different? Is there anything better? Is there anything worse? Let us know. Look forward to reading your comments. And I'll catch you soon on Ask Japanese. There's also a video about Japanese women and girls, so be sure to check that out. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.